Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. We back in the building again, fam. It's Black Male Advice TV, the #1 channel on YouTube. You already done know what it is, fam. Let's go. Today we're going to be dealing with another masterpiece. Welcome to everybody that's joining in on the show. You already done know what it is. It's Black Male Advice TV. Best channel on YouTube, hands down. Make sure you get the likes up on the video. Putting in work since 2006 till now. What we talking about? We're dealing with the subject of the beginner's guide to not needing a man, featuring Biggie Smalls. Yeah. You see, a lot of you have your favorite rappers. You got people that you love and support. But what y'all don't know is a lot of these rappers sold you brothers out. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your boy, the late Biggie Smalls, he wasn't in support of us brothers. Again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Biggie Smalls was working for them people, fam. I'll keep it 1,000. The problems that we have today can find its origin back to your boy, Biggie Smalls, the one that you call the king of hip hop, the king of rap. But what you don't know is that particular brother sold us brothers out. Yeah. We're gonna get into this. We need to get them likes up. You already done know what it is. Shout out to everybody coming into the show. We got Rob into the building. OG Hot Rod, V-Dub Man in the building. What's going on? We gotta deal with this, man. Very important. You know? The problems that we got today can be traced back to Biggie Smalls, man. It can be traced back to this man, yo. And it's sad because when you really think about it, the brother didn't even get to see the fruits of his labor. That's what's so funny about this thing, man. Now, all of you are familiar with the album, the first album that Biggie put out, which was a smashing success. But when Biggie passed away, they released another album. And he ain't get to see that. He may have been there for the recordings, but he wasn't there to pretty much understand what was going down. And because of that issue, man, I tell you, a lot of us brothers are struggling and suffering right now because of that issue right now. Because what I want to share is something that we have to really deal with. So if you're coming in on the show, man, make sure you're getting them likes up. It's very important that you do that because this particular song that was released have totally put the battery in our women's backs. And that's why I liken this to the beginner's guide to not needing a man. See, a lot of you brothers, you're wondering, well, why these women keep talking about, I don't need a man, I don't need this, I don't need that. Surely the brothers are here to support us and they're not trying to lead these women astray. That's what you want to believe. But see, Biggie Smalls led these women astray from back in the day. Whether you want to call it simping, whether you want to call it being a male feminist, Biggie Smalls sold out all of us brothers. You know what I'm saying? He sold us out. And I need for you guys to pretty much understand what's going on. And it's shocking, to say the least, because, you know, back in the day, we listened to Biggie, we loved his music, all of that stuff was cool. But we were blind. We couldn't really see. We ain't have the eyes to know that he sold us out, you know? But what we got to get into here is going to reveal something that, man, we're going to break this thing down. We're going to unpack this knowledge. We're going to show the origin on why women are saying they don't need a man. And we're going to learn what women are doing to not need a man. Yeah. We're going to learn what they're doing. So, make sure you get them likes up on the video. Let's unpack this, fam. We're going to take you to a clip from one of Biggie's songs. I had to slow it down, change it up a little bit. You know how it is for YouTube and whatnot. But I want you to guess the name of this song, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you like the song, a lot of you bump the song, and y'all play this song all the time. And it went right over your head. I remember. So we're gonna see who's the first to name this particular song. And I want you to pay attention to the lyrics, because this is the origin of the problems that we see today with our women and why they're doing what they're doing. Sad, sad. It's sad to know that Biggie was used as a part of the agenda. And it's time that get exposed right out in the open, because a lot of these rappers that y'all love, they not for us brothers, man. They sold us out. They keep selling us out. They're used for a purpose to continue this madness that we see today. So without further ado, let's see who can name this particular song or these particular lyrics and find where this came from and why Biggie Smalls put this in this particular song. And just for the record, I am not the first to talk about this. I have to give credit where credit is pretty much due. I was in these YouTube streets the other day, and I was kind of just tuning into different live shows, listening to different content creators. And I seen a live show that Ramil made, and you already don't know I don't agree with that cat. But I tune in from videos from time to time, but I'm just giving credit where credit is due. On his particular show, you had another brother that came in there, and they had a phone call, and the brother was talking, and he kind of brought up Biggie. And you know, I'm listening in, and he brought up a song that Biggie made, and I was like, I listened to that song 1,000 times, and then it kind of just rung a bell, and I was like, oh snap, I remember that song, man. And I was like, let me go look it up again, because it was so long ago. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about way back. And I remember the song, but you know what's so interesting is back then, a lot of us wasn't really focused on them lyrics like that. So the brother that was on the phone call was saying it, and Ramel was like, oh yeah. Like everybody was like remembering, like Biggie did do this. So when we talk about feminism, when we talk about women that are out here just wanting to live their best life and they're out here running the muck and doing all sorts of crazy stuff, this can be traced all the way back to Biggie, fam. And I know a lot of you know what I'm saying, you don't want to hear that. You hold these people up on a pedestal, but we got to unpack this and deal with that. So I just want to let that be known, just to make sure that credit is due. So I don't know the brother that was on the phone call that pretty much revealed that, but I just want to make sure I give proper credit. I'm not the one that first pretty much brought this out. If you want to hear more about that, you would have to go to Ramil's channel and pretty much look for that show. I don't even recall the name of the show, but it was something that was recently done within last month, I believe. Now, we're going to look at this particular clip here. Again, I had to slow down the audio, kind of clean it up, put some visuals on it because I want to make sure that everything was rocking good. Let me see. Let me make sure that my voice is in sync, because the last show I asked if my voice was in sync and everybody said yes, but it wasn't. It was off by about 200 milliseconds. Y'all may not know what that means, but it doesn't matter. People can still understand me. Now, without further ado, what's going on, Rollo? I see Rollo in the building. Who else we got? Let's see. That's about it. It's early in the morning. 8:22 a.m. New York time. Rise and shine. Everybody got to do what they got to do, right? Okay. Let's check this out, man. Let's check this out and hear what this guy got to say. And we're going to pretty much unpack this and use this as a teaching lesson to understand the beginner's guide to not needing a man. This is where it all started from, brothers. This is where it started from. This is where all your problems started from. This is where the boss chick come in. I got my education. I can do bad by myself. We're about to go into some history lesson, right? Let's go, fam. Let's go.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. You see, we've been set up, brothers. We've been set up by our own brothers. It's crazy, right? Like in plain sight, the programming was right there. Now you know why they call it tell, lie, vision. Y'all heard it for yourself, right? The origin of I can do bad by myself, I don't need a man, get my education, that came from your boy Biggie. You see that? Let's go.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man.
Wow.
Put money in my mom's hand.
Put money in his mom's hand.
Get my daughter this college plan.
Get his daughter this college plan. Now, why is Biggie getting his daughter this college plan? Why is he doing that?
So she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. Yeah. That's right. All the problems that you brothers pretty much have going on right now, yeah, that's the song right there, Sky's the Limit. All the problems that we see today, trace back right there to that song. Yep. What did he say? He's going to put some money in his mom's hand. He's going to get his daughter a college plan, not so that his daughter can get an education to become something. Now, I don't know what his daughter has become till this day. I was supposed to do that research. I didn't do that research yet. Might have to do that on another video. But for him to have those lyrics in his song, right? And we need to know what his daughter is actually doing today. Is she on Instagram just dropping it like it's hot? What is she actually doing today? Because he said, get his daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Right? So that's the problems that we have today. Women are not going to college because they want to get an education to become a doctor, a nurse, a surgeon or so forth, or become some attorney. No, they're not doing that. No. They're being encouraged to go to college to get this education, not to become better in terms of doing something productive for society. They're not doing that. No, what they're doing, fam, they're getting this education and the goal is so they don't need no man.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
Wow.
Put money in my mom's hand.
Put money in my mom's hand. Not in my pop's hand. Because remember, in Biggie's songs, he talked about his pops. He didn't give a crap about him. See? He didn't care about his pops. He didn't care about that man. He didn't know who he was. But he's going to put some money in his mom's hand.
Get my daughter this college plan.
Get his daughter this college plan. So he's going to do the work to make sure that she get it. Meaning he's going to talk to his people. Yo, here's the money. Make sure y'all put this aside for my daughter so she could get this college plan. Why are you going to do that, Biggie? Why?
So she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. That's what we're teaching young girls. We're teaching young girls, go to college, not so that you could become productive. No, so you don't need a man. Now, I have a question for you. When in the history of life have any of our fathers or any elder brother taught us brothers, we need you to do this and that so you don't need a woman? When have we ever been taught as men to do something or pursue something so that we don't have no need of a woman? When? When have any of us been indoctrinated, programmed, educated to go get an education, a college plan, so we don't need a woman? We never had that done. Not for us brothers. So, who is behind this programming of making young ladies believe that you need to go pursue an education, not because you're trying to better yourself as a woman, not because you want to be the first in your family to be a doctor. No, it's not that. It's so you don't need a man. And when we look at our women today that are doing this, 95% of you have a massive school loan debt. You're pushing 40 years old. You got all this debt. You got your education, you got your plaques, but notice what you don't got. You don't got no husband. And you're trying to figure out why you can't find a man. Well,
put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan.
Notice, not get his son this college plan. No, he's not interested in getting his son a college plan. No. And we're going to be talking about Shaquille O'Neal. We got some more intel on him. We're going to deal with that in another stream coming up. We working today. We got a lot of work to do. We got to talk about this. There's a lot of stuff going down in these streets, and we got to address it because we live in a society where everything is supposed to be about equality, right? But we're going to deal with that in another stream. Shout out to Rashad for the super chats. Say, yup, that's exactly where it started from. Shaking my head. Truth. Facts, Ringo. Never was taught not to need a woman. That's what I'm saying. Like, as men, we were never taught by anyone to go do this so we don't have no need of a woman. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy that as a man, somebody would even tell you, do X, Y, and Z so you can have no need of a woman. So who is responsible for telling our women to pursue an education so you don't need a man? It goes right back to that song.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
Wow. Do anybody have any intel on Biggie Small's daughter? I need to know. Is she a wife today? Did she even go to college? Is she on Instagram dropping it like it's hot? What is she actually doing today? Because Biggie said, I'm gonna get my daughter this college plan so she have no need for a man. Without me even knowing. In my humble opinion, she's just another single lady out here struggling to get by. You understand? It is what it is, man. I can't really look at the phone right now, fam. Tell you the truth. Like, that's why I asked for it in the chat. It's gonna distract me if I jump on the phone and do all of that other stuff. I just needed to know, like, right away, like, what's going on, what's happening. Is she out there in the streets? Is she for the streets? You know, stuff like that. That way I can throw it into the show while I'm doing what I'm doing. But let's check this out. Let's go. Let's get back into this.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
How many women are out here with that mentality? I'm going to college so I don't need no man. Ladies, when have you ever heard a man say that they're going to college so they don't need no woman? When have you ever heard that? You understand? Men are not out here saying, hey, I'm trying to start this business so I don't have no need for no woman. Men are not doing that. But women are. Our women are. You don't see Caucasian women. You don't see Latin women. You don't see Asian women. You don't see Jewish women proclaiming that I'm going to school to get an education for the purpose of not needing my male counterpart. You understand? That's crazy, man. It makes no sense to talk like that. But it's only our women that are doing that. It's only our women that are out here pretty much saying they don't need a man, and they believe that you as a brother was replaced by her education. You understand? You said she does have two business. Well, she don't have a man. And anybody can say they got a business. I listen. A lot of people are online talking about they got a business, they got 3 businesses. Well, okay, you got a business, where's the products? You should have a product, right? But that's besides the point. Biggie said the following, and we need to make sure that we're paying attention.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan. So she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. So our women are out here trying to get into college in hopes to make money so they don't have a need for a man. That's crazy. That doesn't make any logical sense. Because if this entire economy collapsed today, I guarantee you every woman would fall in line. Guaranteed. If the economy fell right now, every woman would fall in line. Every woman at the sound of my voice would want a man that they can literally depend on, protect them, and so forth, fam. But again, because of the way society is ran, women believe that all they got to do is get an education and brag about it. Now, when you think about this, out of every ethnic group of women, who brags the most about getting an education? Yeah. You don't see Asian women running around saying, I got an education, I got a PhD, I got this, I got that. You don't see them doing that. But it seemed like our women, they pride themselves in this education, when really that education have not given them the tools on how to be a wife. You see, what we're looking at is they're getting this education, but it's not helping them to be a wife. The education is just programming them to be anti-family, anti-wife, anti-mother, anti-supporter. And because of this, the black family has literally gone through the mud, because our women are chasing degrees now rather than chasing a man to be his wife. Oh, you're saying that in 2021 she was pregnant. So basically she had a child already, or she's having her first child. The golden rule question is she married? Because if she's married, and that's different, we could say, okay, she's married. But if she's just pregnant and there's no signs of a baby daddy around, that's bad. That's bad, man. You know what I mean? That's why I want other people, when you're in the chat and we have a discussion going on, it's good to be interactive. That way you can gather the info. Because see, if I jump on my phone and I gotta stop to go do that, that's taken away from interacting with the people. Because everybody can just go boom, boom, boom. Let me see what's going on. All right. Yeah, it looked like she got pregnant by Pookie and Ray Ray. You know? Because a lot of these women, man, they're out here talking about they don't need no man. And they got it from that song. You know what's so interesting? When that song was created, right, the majority of you women that are a certain age, you were in a stroller. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all were in strollers just coming up in the game. And now today, when you look at the young women, they all out here thinking, I got my college education. I don't need no man. I'm set for life. You see? You said she's having her first child. She's with her man. Status: husband or just some guy she kicking it with? Because a lot of these women, again, it goes back to my video that I just finished doing on how to be a single mom. That's not impressive. You know, if you're not the wife, you're just a baby mama. You're just some woman that some guy pumped and dumped. He'll be there for the moment, but eventually he's gonna leave. You know? But this is serious, fam. Very, very serious, man. Biggie sold us brothers out. That's right. He sold all of us out. Told these women, look, get my girl, my daughter a college education so she don't need no man.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
Wow.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
Now, those words should never be uttered by a man. How you gonna tell your daughter, look, I'm gonna get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man? Like, that's crazy. That's you're turning your daughter into a man. And shout out to Mike for the super chat. You know what I mean? Appreciate your support. No father should ever utter out his mouth that I'm getting my daughter this college plan so she have no need of a man. That's crazy. And you brothers are wondering why the majority of women don't know how to be a wife. You're wondering why women don't know what it takes. You're wondering why Cam Newton had to come out and say, look, do you know how to cook? And everybody came with their pitchforks ready to crucify the guy, even though he's a hypocrite, because what he said wasn't wrong. The problem is he wasn't the guy that was supposed to say that. The guy that was supposed to say that was a guy that actually have a real family. He got a baby mama out there, 2 baby mamas out there that he never wifed up. So he's not in a position to talk about anything concerning a woman when he is not living by any standards. You understand? No father should ever utter out his mouth that I need my daughter to go get this college education so she can have no need of a man. That's crazy. You should want your daughter to have a man in her life to protect her. How can you be a father and not want your daughter to depend on a man? That's crazy, man. Brothers, as a father, your daughters look up to you for their guidance, for protection, for your resources. When another man comes in, his job is to take the role that you had, not being her father, but her provider, her protector, her teacher. But you guys are teaching your daughters, nah, instead of having that, I need y'all to go to college, get an education. Not so you could be a surgeon, a rocket scientist, an attorney. No, so you don't need a man. What evil came over our people to program them to think that way? We should never look at each other and say, I don't have no need for this. I mean, picture men walking around saying, hey, yo, bro, I'm starting this business so I don't need a woman. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go to college so I don't have no need of a woman. Yep. Hey, yo, bro, what's good? Yo, I'm going to this trade school, so I don't need a woman. You'll be looking at that guy like he crazy. Why would a man be talking about he don't need a woman? That would sound rather suspect. Hey, yo, bro. Yo, what up? Yo, we're gonna go to college, fam. Why? So we don't need no woman. That don't sound suspect to you? So why is it that women are saying this mess? But this is the world we live in, and this is why we have so many problems. You understand? Let me see, what's they saying now? He said, man, it's weird, Black Male Advice TV. They saying she has no child, man. They keeping her life private. Listen, let me tell you something, man. There is nothing private about modern women. She's just out here doing the same thing like all these other young ladies, man. At the end of the day. Ain't nothing private. She's out here in these streets. You understand? She's out in these streets. Nobody is exempt from these streets. If a quality man is not in that house raising that family, the daughter's gonna be out here in these streets, 304 in it, and the sons are gonna be out here being thugs, being a whoremonger male, and so forth. That's just the nature of the streets. There's no way around that, fam. You know? Rob said, teach my son how to cook so he don't need a woman. I don't know exactly what you're trying to say, but teaching someone how to cook so they don't need a woman, that's rather silly to say the least. I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, if you learn how to cook, it's so that you can learn how to feed yourself. That doesn't replace the need of a woman. You know? That's like saying I'm gonna learn how to wash dishes so I don't have a need of a woman. No, as a man, you should know how to wash dishes, right? Like, I don't get this mindset, this ideology that we have where we think that if we learn how to do something, it's so that we don't need the opposite sex. Every one of you brothers, you need a woman, right? Every one of you sisters, you need a man. I don't care how independent you think you are. I don't care how fine and cute you think you are. When you're home alone, you're actually depressed and miserable. Women don't admit these things, brothers. A lot of them are depressed and miserable. Why? Because they don't have no husband and they're getting up there in their age. They struggling. Don't let the beauty and the nice pretty face fool you, fam. Behind all of that smiling, behind that fat behind, is a woman with a lot of insecurities. A whole lot. And she's tired of being ran through. She's tired of being pumped and dumped. I'm just letting you know the truth. Let's go.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
So you're getting your daughter a college plan so she don't need a man. Is that college plan gonna protect your daughter? Is that college plan gonna be there to make sure that your daughter is safe? Is that college plan gonna provide the lifestyle that she actually need? Because all of these women out here that's getting their education, buying their house, their car, their this, their that, all this stuff, these women are lonely, fam. You got women out here, they're taking all these trips and vacations with their best friends and their girls and all this other stuff. And they're on these trips lonely. And then they get into casual sex with different men. Then they get more depressed. They be drinking their pina coladas and their drinks, and they be toasting and like, yeah, we're successful, we're women, we are educated, we're this, but none of them have a husband. That's crazy, man. That is crazy, fam. You know? Let me see. Say no more. Her IG reveals being 304. Like I said, you know, I mean, listen, whether you sent a link or not, I know that she's definitely going to go down that route, because I don't know how to find his daughter or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you just type in Biggie Smalls' daughter in Google, all the info would pretty much come up. But if you say 304, that pretty much means that she's just showing off her body and doing the typical thing that modern women do. You know, it's sad, but that's just the way it is, man. It's crazy out here, man. But I take your word for it. I don't even have to check. So when Biggie Smalls said the following,
put money in my mom's hand, get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. And guess what? She don't got no man. No man. The only thing she's getting is pumped and dumped. And I guarantee you that her body count is all the way through the roof. Why? Because of the guidance. She had no guidance. She had no one there to show her the way. Because the parents were toxic. Let's be honest. They had a toxic relationship. Let's be honest. So how do you think the kids are going to turn out? Ain't nothing private. Oh, private life, private this. Oh, no. The streets are talking. The streets are showing us exactly the fruits. Biggie said he's going to get his daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Okay, that came to pass. You see? Rallo said his daughter graduated Penn State 2015. Right, and she still have no husband. Which is typical of the disaster that many women are in today. They got this education to replace you brothers. I need for you brothers to understand that. When you see women putting their all into going to college, it's not so that they can have a great life and do productive things or use their gifts and talents. It's out of fear of, I'm not going to be able to survive. So being that I'm not going to get a man, let me get this education so I can have a safety net. That's what's going on. You understand? That's what's going on in these streets. They're getting this education to replace you brothers. The education, the college degree is designed, and what exactly is her age? I don't know her age. What exactly is her age? She should be somewhere in the mid-20s, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there, she should be somewhere in the mid-20s, somewhere around there. But nonetheless, I'm pretty sure they're out there 304ing, because that's the nature of the beast, man. It's sad, but that's just the way it goes in these streets, man. Biggie Smalls made it very clear, and that exact, oh, she's 28, she's done already. Done already. You understand? She's done. 28? Yeah, she's finished. She's done already. She's at the age already, she should have been a wife already. She should have been married. She should have been successful, had a successful upbringing, quality man. It's just sad. Very, very sad, man. Yeah, they fail at becoming a wife. And that's sad. It's like women focus on being successful with college, but they fail at becoming a wife. I don't understand this, man. Like, what a waste. What a waste. 28 years old. She's already a grown woman. She should have already done settled down with a quality man. At this point, it's single motherhood. And I wouldn't be surprised if she is a single mother right now, or possibly had a couple of pregnancies, and you know what they do when they get pregnant. Y'all already done know what they do. Y'all already done know how this goes. So, it is what it is, man. Biggie sold us out. He planted the battery in these women's backs. Made them believe this.
Money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan. So she don't need no man.
So she don't need no man. How many of you ladies in the clouds are going to college so you don't need no man? I need for you to understand that's coming back. That's going to come back to bite you. If you're joining in the show, make sure you get the likes up on the video. This is the beginner's guide to not needing a man, featuring Biggie Smalls. If you follow this blueprint, you will never have a man. You won't have one. You'll have one that will lay up with you. You'll have one that will pump and dump you. But you will never have a man that's going to make you his wife, honor you and respect you. You're not going to have that. You know? You're not going to have that, fam. Because you chose your education over the man. What's going on, Jacob Jennings? See you in the building. Let me see. I can't pronounce this name. That's Stoic. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce your name. Stoic. What's going on? Let me see what's going on. Is there anybody else in the building? All right, that's about it. Yeah, man. So there you have it. The origin of where all of our problems came from in terms of women chasing their education. I don't need a man. I can do battle all by myself. You owe it to so-called Biggie. He's the one who planted the battery in their back. Yeah, that's what he did. He's responsible for it.
Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan. So she don't need no man.
That's sad,
Put
man.
money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan. So she don't need no man. Put money in my mom's hand.
That's great.
Get my daughter this college plan. So she don't need no man.
And he's saying it so proud, getting my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. What a horrible way to raise your daughter. That's sad. Man, when I tell you our people are an embarrassment, man, like our people really disgust me at times, man. Like when I see stuff like that, to hear a father saying, I'm going to get my daughter this college plan so she don't need a man. But yet, when we examine Biggie, he was selling drugs. You know, the guy wasn't at no 9 to 5. He was slinging rocks. So he was a typical Pookie, right? Got in with Faith, did whatever they had to do. Probably was living at her crib. But you want to talk about, I'm going to get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. All after he just got with Bad Boy, made a couple of dollars, wore a couple of minks, some Versace, some Gucci. Now all of a sudden you're going to get your daughter this college plan so she don't need no man when you just finished coming from the hood, from the ghetto. It's interesting how money can change people. But you be the judge of that. Biggie sold us out. He was working for them people. And those lyrics was planted to put the battery in the backs of women. Get your education so you don't need no man. Ladies, hey, it's your choice. If you're out here trying to get an education to have a career or do something productive with your talents and whatnot as a woman, more power to you. That's cool. But if you're out here trying to get an education because you're doing it so you have no need of a man, you got problems. You got serious problems. So we're going to leave it like that. We're going to sign out. We've been on almost an hour. This is The Beginner's Guide to Not Needing a Man, featuring Biggie Smalls. So if you're a woman and you don't want a man, you don't want a husband, then pursue your education, like Biggie Smalls said. Be a boss chick, right? Get the bag. Be independent, and you'll be lonely for the rest of your life. You will never have a good man. Imagine that. There are women at the sound of my voice right now that will never, ever be married. They will never have a quality husband. They will never have absolutely nothing. And it's sad. But that's the way it is, man. That's what happens when you walk down that path. So that being said, y'all take care. We're going to get up on out of here. It's Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube, bringing you the truth, 100% raw. That's it, fam. You already done know what it is. Black Male Advice TV, bringing you the best content on YouTube, the #1 channel you need to subscribe to. Make sure you get those likes up right now, fam. It's very important. Bringing you quality content like no other, only on Black Male Advice TV. I'll catch you all in the next video. You already done know what it is. Y'all be safe out there. Again, The Beginner's Guide to Not Needing a Man, featuring Biggie Smalls. He sold us brothers out. He made these women believe that education is more important than family. I'll catch you in the next stream. It is what it is, fam. We out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.